Hello everyone, this is going to another video, and today I am here to talk about the Direct Mini that happened, like, quite a few days ago by now. I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant to record this, the day of the, well, I did record this the day of the Mini Direct dropping. I even recorded our reactions, but, first of all, I didn't like the discussion video I made the first time because it wasn't very good and thorough. I was kind of just rambling. And then our reactions weren't very good because this Direct wasn't very good, and that's what we're going to get into today because I did not like this Mini Direct. I know a lot of people are trying to come up with excuses for why it was bad, but it was just a bad Direct, and I'm going to talk about why it was bad and why I didn't like it. So, in order to do, I think, like a fair comparison, I want to look back at 2018's Mini Direct first, because that was the last time we had another Mini Direct, and that one was pretty good, actually. So it was January 2018, it was Mini Direct, it was 15 minutes long, and we got the Hyrule Warriors announcement for Switch, we got the Mario Tennis Aces announcement, we got a Mario Odyssey update, we got Donkey Kong Country's announcement, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze on the Switch, we got a World Ends With You port, and we got a Dark Souls port. That's 6 pretty high-profile games. I don't know, some people may be iffy on the whole Mario Odyssey and the World Ends With You thing, but you know, I think those are all pretty big things to show off in a Direct. That was only 15 minutes long. And this Direct that we just got recently, this March 2020 Mini Direct, was 30 minutes long. And all we had, the only actual new thing that we had was an ARMS Smash half reveal, Catherine, which was leaked, and 2K games coming to Switch, which was leaked. That's like 3 things, like it was, so let's just jump into why each of these announcements was bad. Let's start off with the Smash thing, because I feel like that's like the biggest thing that happened, other than Xenoblade, which, I mean, the Xenoblade trailer was dope, I'm not gonna lie, but, you know, we already knew about that, so I'm gonna talk about ARMS first, because ARMS is in Smash, I guess. It was a really strange way of doing it. They were just like, it's, the new Smash fighter is gonna be from ARMS. That, like, it's like a weird half reveal, like, it's like they wanted to say who the fighter was, but I don't think they're ready, or maybe they just don't want to announce who it is yet. So they're like, but they're like, we need something for this Direct. We need to have something that isn't freaking lame. So they're like, just give them like a teaser for the next Smash character, which is so lame, because when whoever this character is gets their trailer, it's gonna be like, well, we already know it's ARMS. Like, it'll be exciting to figure out who it is and like which ARMS character it's gonna be. That's gonna be interesting. But it still kind of undercuts it, because it's like, part of the Smash reveal magic is seeing something and you have no idea what it is, and like then all of a sudden like a little Mac or like a little Mac or Incineroar or something like that happens. Or with the hero reveal, it was like Link's fighting, was it Link? I think it was Link and Meta Knight. I don't know, they're fighting shadow people, and then Hero comes out of nowhere, and then, you know, it's cool. And it's like all of a sudden happens all at once. You get to see the character, you get to see the moves, and yeah, it's exciting. And then this isn't exciting. This is just ARMS. And not even saying like ARMS is a bad thing. I think ARMS in Smash was really dope. Probably could have been in the main roster, because that just makes sense. Kind of like how Inkling is in the main roster, and like, you know, I feel like a lot of new age Nintendo characters, like typically they keep all the Nintendo characters in the main game. I feel like, I mean, as we've seen, the DLC has mostly been third party, because third party picks are kind of the most exciting. So yeah, I don't know, it just seemed like a character that they would have thrown in the base game, but I'm cool with it. I wanted an ARMS character. I think there's probably some video I made where I said, hey, an ARMS character would be cool. So yeah, I'm not mad about the character, I'm mad about how they did it. Although I'm sure it was just a last minute thing of like, shit, we don't have any games, let's just put this in there. The next biggest thing I'd say is the Ninjala re-reveal, as that's technically new. We haven't seen Ninjala in a while. I don't remember when they initially announced it, but we had not seen a lot since then. And now it seems like the game's changed a lot, because when they first revealed it, way back when, it seemed like just this multiplayer game, along the lines of Splatoon, which I know everyone says, but yeah, it's got a similar vibe. It's about ninjas, and you have gum, and the gum lets you use special powers or something. So yeah, there was and then that was it for a while, until now when we get this whole thing. We get more gameplay, we get more in-depth, info on how the gum works and like what it does, and like your abilities. And we also got the information that's going to be free to play. That's coming out in May, I think. So that's interesting. I know a lot of people were turned off by the fact that it's free to play, because that kind of insinuates a sense of like, microtransactions, and the game's cheap, and that sort of stuff. But I'm kind of having faith in this one. I feel like it looks really dope. I mean, obviously I'm gonna try because it's free. But just from like the menus and like the fact that the project wasn't dropped entirely, I feel like they have faith in it, and it looks fun. I mean, if Nintendo's putting their name on it, then sure, why not? Maybe it'll be a pretty fun time. But yeah, it's cool that it was here. It certainly was a surprise. Wasn't really expecting it to show up, but not crazy exciting, because again, something we've already seen. Also, it's Ninjala, a free-to-play game, which to most people isn't that exciting. And then I'm going down my list of like things that are like from like most exciting to like least exciting. Now we're at Xenoblade info, which is not the bottom of the list, but it's just like I'm already sold on Xenoblade. I've been sold on Xenoblade as soon as I heard that they were remaking it, or like doing the remaster or whatever. I was like, sure, I'll buy that. I want to try out Xenoblade. I like Shulk. So this wasn't really like, it's a cool trailer, certainly. It's one of my favorite trailers ever. It was dope. But it's like, I was already sold on the game, so it's not that exciting. And it's cool for fans to like see like, oh, this character, this is how they look in the remaster, and oh my god, this and that. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it because I don't want to be spoiled. But yeah, Xenoblade looks good. That was probably like, honestly, if I had to rank all the things, that was probably the best part of the direct, because it just looked so dope. The music was really good. But yeah, Xenoblade. Oh yeah, it also comes out in May 29th, I think. Yeah, I think that sounds correct. So yeah, that's exciting. The rumors were right that there was going to be coming out soonish, which is pretty crazy actually. Usually there's a lot of time between when they announce the date and then when it comes out. So it's nice to have a bit of a shorter span of time so we can just get the game. Now here are the third parties. Not all the third parties, obviously. Just the ones I deem cool. We have Catherine Fullbody, which is an Atlas game, which is neat. Personally, I don't really care about Catherine. However, Catherine runs the same engine as Persona 5 does, which means Persona 5 on Switch confirmed, obviously. Clearly, that's what this means. That's why they're putting Catherine on Switch. I mean, yeah, this leaked, and we've known about it for a while. Like, clearly this leaked like 2 months ago, I think. So yeah, we've known about it. I figured, like, when we got the leak that it was gonna show up in whatever the next direct was, which, hey, haha, we got a direct mini. So yeah, I figured, it's neat, it's interesting. I probably would have been more excited if, or more interested, I guess, if it didn't leak. But that's also kind of Nintendo's fault for pushing this back for so long that the world ended. Um, seriously. And then 2K games, we got BioShock, Borderlands, and XCOM coming to Switch. All trilogies, I think, or I don't know. I think only Borderlands and BioShock are a trilogy, and then it's just XCOM, the normal game. Neat, cool. I'm pretty sure BioShock leaked, and I don't know if Borderlands leaked or not, but it's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I like BioShock. Played BioShock Infinite. That game was pretty cool. And I'm interested in BioShock 1 and 2. I mean, I've wanted to play them for a long time. I don't know if the Switch is the best platform for it, but being a Nintendo guy, I might just end up buying for it anyway. And then Borderlands makes sense. We had Borderlands on the Vita, which was a pretty cool time. I remember playing on the Vita a little bit. But having it on a more powerful console, and it's certainly a better console, will help, because I think it's the second time they've put out Borderlands portably. And yeah, that's also a collection, so it's like Borderlands the pre-sequel, and then like that Handsome Jack whatever. I don't know, I don't give a shit about Borderlands. And yeah, those are like the big things for this Direct. It's weak. It's very, very weak. And I'll tell you why it's weak. It's because we didn't get any new Nintendo first-party stuff. And it's weird because usually in these beginning of the year Directs, which beginning of the year, the first quarter's about to end, but you know, sure, beginning of the year, we get some sort of announcement for their like big winter game, even if it's just like a tease or something, or even like smaller first-party games that are coming out towards the beginning of the year. I remember, I think last year they announced Mario Maker. I think that was coming out in June. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that they could have done, and I feel like a lot of people think like, oh, it's because they're going to announce at E3 or this or that. But honestly, I just feel like it's just a weak year. Like, I know a lot of people are trying to come up with some sort of like reason. Like, Nintendo can't just be bad for 1 year. They can't just have no games for 1 year. It has to be like because of Corona, or because of this, or because of that, or because it was a Direct Mini, so they're saving it for a real Direct. When in all honesty, it's just Nintendo's not having a great year this year. Like, there's not going to be that much good games, and that's fine. Honestly, go buy a PlayStation, play Final Fantasy VII Remake, that's coming out. It's like, it's disappointing because we've waited so long. Like, literally, this is the longest wait in between Directs, and technically it's still going on, but yet we still haven't gotten a real Direct, because this was a Direct Mini. So technically the wait's still going on. But I'm not even gonna play that card, because you know what, we got a Direct Mini. This is what's coming out at the beginning of the year. This is what we're getting. I think another thing I mentioned earlier, the 2018 Mini Direct, not only did it have a bunch of first-party games, and also some stuff that I was interested in, which was World Ends With You and Dark Souls, but it was 15 minutes long, which is half the runtime of this new Mini Direct, and it had way more better things in it, you know what I mean? Like it was so much more interesting in such a shorter amount of time, and then I got up at 10 a.m., I got up at 9, and then they announced it at 10, and then I watched it with my brother, and we were like, that was weak. I had to freaking wake him up to watch it with me. Just, I don't know. It's like, it's disappointing, a little upsetting, but I don't know. If we get Breath of the Wild 2 at the end of this year, I don't even care. All is forgiven. But yeah, it just hurts. We waited so long, and we got barely anything. And I see people on Twitter trying to say like it was a good Direct because Xenoblade. Come on. Xenoblade's a game that Xenoblade's coming out on the Wii and the 3DS, and now it's coming out on the Switch, and it's like we certainly haven't all played it. I haven't played it. But it's an old game that's being remastered, and sure, it looks like a freaking great remaster, and it looks like it's gonna be a cool game. It's a game we already know like everything about because it already exists. And then ARMS and Smash was like a half reveal because they needed something in this Direct to be interesting, and so they chose Smash because obviously Smash, and they somehow made that boring too. How do you make Smash boring? So yeah, disappointing direct. Gonna wait for the next one, I guess. Can't wait for E3. Oh wait, E3's done now because it got canceled because of coronavirus. I guess I'll wait until E3 season if they even do anything like that. I'm the cloak man now. I'm sad because Nintendo doesn't make games. I don't know, there's a rumor that Mario's getting a bunch of remakes, which I doubt's happening because, you know, wouldn't they have announced that in the mini direct? Something? I don't know anything anymore. Nintendo could do whatever they want and they'll still have my money. I'm just playing through Animal Crossing right now. In fact, I was playing Animal Crossing just before recording this, and then I had to pry myself away from it because, god damn it, I need to record a video. Whew. Okay. I'm done rambling. I'm done talking about this stupid direct. It was bad. We got Clubhouse games. We got that weird underwater game from like Capcom. It was a bad direct. I'm fully okay with saying that. Well, maybe not bad. Bad or mediocre? I suppose on the scale of mini directs, it's mediocre. On the scale of actual directs, which is what I'm rating this on, because this is our actual direct for the beginning of the year, it was bad. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, please like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Comment down below what your thoughts were on the direct. If you were as disappointed as I was that we didn't get anything. Or maybe you were more optimistic. Maybe you're a bigger Xenoblade fan than me. Or maybe you're really, really into Ninjala. You're just so hype. I don't know. But again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all later. Peace.